Norm, obviously one game left in the season. How do you guys just not look past this game, although you're anticipating an interesting playoff run? How do you just kind of focus in for this game and then get past it and change your focus?
The regular season isn't finished yet, so we still got a job to do. We still got to finish out this game, take advantage of it. It's another game where we can prepare for the playoffs, come together, work on our coverages, work on our schemes, work on our flow in the offense. I think that's what we got to do, to come out and just finish this regular season out on a high note, on a positive note, and continue to work and get better. It's another game we can do that.
Relative to last year, a new coach, you got some new teammates, new style of play. How different is the feel from last season going into the playoffs this season?
I think it feels good. Last year, it felt good too. But I think the guys we have, the experience we have on this team now with the guys we brought in, with Kawhi and Danny, being able to have them championships under the belt, consistency in the playoffs, it really helps us with Mark. The experience he has as well. He's able to help the young guys. The flow just feels better. I think the morale is really high with the guys. They're really excited. I think we have a good chance to make a good run this year in the playoffs, and everybody's looking forward to it. I think everybody's on the same page, just ready to go out there and compete.
Within that team concept, obviously the individual has to be at a high level as well. For you personally, how are you feeling going into the playoffs?
I feel good. The playoffs is where it matters most. It's what we compete for. For me, nothing else matters. Just go out there, do whatever it takes to win. That's the most important thing. Doesn't matter how you get the job done, just to get it done. That's what I like about the playoffs. Nothing else matters. You block everything else out and focus on the task at hand. And I feel like I do that pretty well. And I'm just looking forward to contributing the best way I can, my role, and helping the guys out anywhere I can, whether I'm in the game or on the bench. Doesn't matter to me as long as we're winning.
I'm just curious, how's watching Danny defend helped you with the guard spot?
I've been able to talk to him, see his defensive IQ and how he guards guys. And me and him are guarding similar guys. I'm seeing how he's covering them before I come into the game. Watching him, I talk to him a lot. What he sees, or how he tries to get into the coverages, or how he's trying to defend a player. And he just helped me that way, increasing my defensive IQ, being able to read guys before they're making their moves and things like that. He's a very smart guy. He's always in the right position defensively. He's definitely helped me out.
Yeah, when you say being a little bit more of a jerk, that's just like calling guys out a little more.
Yeah, a little bit. Nothing crazy, nothing we haven't seen before, but just being more of a stickler in practices and shooting arounds and stuff like that, and just making sure that we're not letting things slide, that you can kind of go through the motions a little bit of day-to-day stuff. So I thought I seen a little change in that probably halfway through, and he's been good.
And it's hard for a rookie coach, or you would think it would be hard for a rookie coach, because his thing has been to kind of keep it light and a little sense of humor around them. And, like everyone wants to be like that. It's like Mike
I
Tyson
think
says, once you get punched in the face, things change.
I think some of it is he's been here for a while, and he's kind of, it's like with anything, with Case, he can kind of try to take, a lot of the good and some of the bad, and try to learn from some things that they've done as a staff. People forget he was a part of that staff, and so he's trying to learn from some of the things that they've done, and then he's his own person. That's just kind of his personality, is pretty easygoing and got a good sense of humor, and that's allowed him to be that as a coach as well. And still got to mix in a lot of other stuff in between, but I think for the most part that's just who he is as a person.
Thank you.
Fred, obviously last game of the season. When you guys look at you guys this season going into the playoffs, what can you feel is a tangible difference going into this playoff?
I'm not going to say it because we still have another game to play, but you would hope that you have everything, healthy and feeling good and going forward. Other than that, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see this weekend. It's doesn't feel that much different. We won 59 games this year. We're at whatever number we're this year, one of the better teams in the league, and you get that experience from previous years, and it keeps building up and building up. I think for the younger guys that were a part of it last year, we got that extra year on our belt. And we got Kawhi and Danny and Marc Gasol and three veteran guys who've done it at a high level. And so you hope that that'll help you. But like I said, we probably won't really know until we get in the mix, and looking forward to it for sure.
Is it difficult knowing that, you got one game before you start the postseason to just kind of lock in and not look past it?
Yeah, it's hard from the standpoint you just want to get through it. It doesn't really mean anything for us. Obviously, you want to win the game, and we're going out there to play well. We're not treating it as anything less than a professional approach, but sometimes at the tail end of this part, you know what you're looking forward to, you know what you're aiming for, and these games don't really have any merit other than maybe some rhythm if you're into that type of stuff. But even some guys don't really care about that either. So, like I said, just want to get through everything healthy and feeling good and trying to look ahead to this weekend.
How do you feel? Last game of the year, you kind of relieved it's finally
here,
get this done with and get on with it?
Yeah, the 82 has a ring to it, I guess, but it seems like it's sure gone fast. That's my first thought. But yeah, it's been seems like it's been way off in the distance for a long time, and now we're here and we're ready to come in and play one good last one tonight and then get ready to go.
Are you going to do anything different with your lineups tonight? You have a lot of rest before your next game. I guess you don't want anyone to.
Yeah. Well, I think as of this moment, we're going to approach it as normal, and see how it flows. Right. I think we again approach it as we're going in there to play the rotation, go in there and playing to win, and let's see what happens once we get into the throes of it. It's the easiest way to do it right now. Yeah.
I know you've been trying to try different lineups and different things out there. Are you happy with where your team's at in terms of what you've been able to accomplish while you tried this thing?
Yeah, I think so, Sherm. I think the one thing that I've tried to make a theme this year, or we've tried to make a theme, is that the script can't always be followed, right? And I think we've been forced in to go off script a lot. We've been looking at different lineups, different second units, different starting lineups, different combinations, small, big, super small, super big, and I guess the whole point of that is that we get some type of familiarity with things not just being perfect all the time, right? And I feel good about that. To answer your question, I feel good about. I think our team has handled that really on a level basis as far as emotionally or psychologically or whatever the term is. I think we've gone out and played whoever was out there, whoever wasn't. And it didn't always work out, right? There was some of those things that were rough on us, some of those rotations, some of those things, but when it was, we'd either change it, fix it, play through it, or find a way, or find another way, So, and I think we've built up a lot of that throughout the year, and I think it'll come in handy here coming up.
How much of that ended up being almost random, or how much of it was you were able, like it was kind of planned randomness, like you were able to get enough out of the weirdness that you could actually learn something?
Yeah. I'm not near smart enough to plan randomness. I wish I was that smart, but I think I think that you go in with a mindset of you're going to handle whatever things are thrown at you, right? Now, maybe some of those we've changed it. We didn't have to, or we played guys here or there. We tried different lines. We were experimenting, and we were trying to see what could break free from some of that. And I think again, most of the experimenting is all done with trying to hit a home run, right? Like maybe this little thing, maybe the Fred Kyle thing is a really good thing. Well, we never would have known that if we wouldn't have done it 2 years ago, or whatever it is, whatever combination or whatever defensive combination or late game switching whatever it is, you got to throw a bunch of experiments out there and see which ones work. And I think I got a good idea on some things that'll work.
Did you have a point this year where you kind of had to fight, said, look, let's just do it the simple way. Let's get a couple of wins here.
No, there was plenty of points. I think there was plenty of points, especially with guys coming in and out, especially with the trade. I think, and I think that it wasn't a. I think it was small battles and what wouldn't fights. Let's say I'm call small. I mean, there was some battles going on, and Serge and JV both wanted to start. OG missing in and out. He wants to start. Mark wants to start. There was all kinds of little things that just wasn't like holding hands and jumping rope all the time. So, but it's good to face those. Look them in the eye, face them, deal with them. Get used to them, and then also get used to ready to change if they change.